This is back at you. Not back at you, back at you with the discussion video. First for the channel, and firstly and foremost, hi, this is what I look like, the hands behind the deck profiles. And I'm discussing the Winged Kuriboh level 6 and why I'm gonna love this card when it comes out. For context, this is Winged Kuriboh. Now, many of you were like, of course that's Winged Kuriboh. We all seen Winged Kuriboh from GX. Winged Kuriboh holds a special place in my heart. It's probably one of my top 5 favourite Yu-Gi-Oh cards of all time, currently. Winged Kuriboh level 6 might take its spot. And basically, why I love Winged Kuriboh so much is basically when I was getting more introduced to Yu-Gi-Oh with friends. Obviously, I've been playing it for years at that point. I was 12, I've played since I was 9. But I've only got friends that played it as well, properly. And we got a trade back then. I don't know what the card was, but I got Winged Kuriboh in return. A similar timing, it was 2 Marauding Captains to Obelisk the Tormentor, but that's a different story. And I love Winged Kuriboh, well and truly. I ran this in nearly every single deck I possibly could. Whether it was Exodia, Dark Magician, and then I played it for a very short period of time in Heroes, due to Generation X. Come back to Generation X in a bit. And Branded. Before the beginning of this year, where nearly a year ago now, over a year ago, that's when my first video came up, where I cut it due to taking this a bit more seriously. Well, what does this mean about Winged Kuriboh level 6? Will I be not playing it because it's not good? Oh, Jesus, I am playing that in Hero. Hands down. Why? Well, if you know what Winged Kuriboh level 6 does, I can't edit, so I can't show you the effect, but I do have it memorized. First, it's level 6 monster, naturally. It's a light, 300 attack, 200 defense. So it's low stats, but stats aren't everything in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's always cast as an elemental hero or a favourite card. Well, what does that mean, first and foremost? Firstly, it means you could fuse it with something like Sunrise to make Sunrise. You can discard it off Faris. You can search it off Stratos. And it's very handy to have at disposal. What does it also mean about the favourite side? Well, you can search it off Elemental Hero, Flaming Man, Infernal Rage. Love this card, by the way. What does Infernal Rage search otherwise? Well, it's your favourite contact, which is a really good card. I love favourite contact. Or favourite hero, which is not good. But I run it because I want to make use of the Flaming Man. I don't have favourite contact. So what does that's already great parts about the Winged Kuriboh level 6. What else does it do? To summon it from your hand or grave, meaning that's why you can discard a Faris. You can special it by banishing it face of elemental hero fusion monster, say the Flaming Man you attributed to summon Sunrise, or let Winged Kuriboh monster from your hand, face up field, or graveyard for free. That's a free body. Now, what does it do? Now, I know a lot of people have been upset that this card doesn't negate. What it actually does, it tributes itself when you put either declares an attack to try and take out the Dark Claw with Dark Angel or whatever, take out Dark Claw or take out DP or whatever. You can tribute it, or when they activate a monster effect, you can tribute it to destroy that person's monster, and they take that life point equal to its original attack. So let's say I activate the effect of Sprite Blue. You're going to go Chain Winged Kuriboh, level 6, tributes itself, blow it up. Meaning they need to commit to a normal summon to get more special summons done. Meaning it's easy to interrupt Sprite boards. That's an example that first came up to my head. So it's an extra piece of interruption. So how good is it in the hero strategy? Quite good. I know Jaden BR has done a video, him using it in a deck. And Destiny Hero Mike's gone far more detail than I will. So check them out. It's D-Hero. Is it D-Hero? No, it's Destiny Hero Mike. I'll link his channel in the description. But basically, it's a good part, the extra part of the end board is the long and short of it. Doesn't matter where it is, as long as it's not banished. And in general, it's just an extra interruption. You don't need it to go, negate. Because that's not what Hero does at the end of the day. It's a deck that doesn't set up a bunch of negates, like Realize Up Dragoon negate, Borrow Load, Savage Tracker negate. It sets up floodgates, in a sense, like Dark Claw, Plasma, Dark Angel. But they've never been so powerful, it's unbeatable most of the time. Cashier has a major issue with Dark Angel, sure. Had a major issue with Dark Angel, sure. Tenement had a bit of an issue with Plasma, Dark Law, especially Dark Law. But there's never been a case of where it's an unbeatable deck. Every deck has its outs. For example, Dark Angel, you can either make a Link 1 with it, Link Kuriboh, Lang Kuriboh, or you could attribute it for Bestial. It's not unkillable. Plasma, Dark Law, Kaiju, Raigeki. He doesn't have a good negate other than protection of the hero, and protection of the elements even. And even then, that's a bit of an iffy card, because it's only played in the Neos build. So, it adds to the hero strategy. It's not Konami doing it with Red Eyes, where they edit it all over the place, and then you get a mix mash of different bits. We all know what happened to Red Eyes. It's part Fusion, Zombie, Z-Burn, Gemini, Warrior. It's everywhere. But they've kept pretty, like, this is what hero does, thankfully. It's a big attack point monster deck that can OTK, and for interruptions, it's either floodgate effects or you're popping things. It's never send back to the hand. It's never I'm going to negate. It's the same formula. And I'm thankful for that, because that keeps the deck true to itself. But what I really do love about Wing Kuriboh level 6, other than being used in that deck itself, is that it lets my favourite spell card of all time, Sabatiel the Philosopher's Stone, be played. Now, if you at home have never heard of Sabatiel the Philosopher's Stone, you've not watched Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. That's the long and short of it. In the GX anime, it was a lot more broken than it is now, where you could let him manifest any card he wanted to his hand for free. It doesn't do that. In the TCG, you can pay half your life points for cost if there's a Winged Kuriboh monster in your graveyard. Remember the phrase, Winged Kuriboh monster. Not my boy, the OG Winged Kuriboh, but a Winged Kuriboh monster. And in this case, that's counted to level 6 before you summon it. Add to your hand either a Polymerization normal spell or a Fusion normal spell from deck to hand. That Fusion spell can be Miracle Fusion, Fusion Destiny and Hero. Other decks might have Deployment or Brand Fusion. So that's very nice. If you banish like all three of them from your grave, you get extra effects to just, I think it's more attack points on a monster, but that doesn't really matter here. It's extra consistency, meaning if you're someone like me who struggles with the low Destiny Hero count you play, doesn't matter if you open for Sabatiel, you don't need to touch the Destiny Heroes until you get to Fusion Destiny for free. It's quite handy. Now, what other reason I love this card? Well, this is the design. It's a Winged Kuriboh in a little, Flaming Man cosplay. And, if you couldn't tell already, I'm a massive GX fanboy. Dark Magician may be one of my pet decks, but I've been building Hero for so long now. I went out of my way in my regional to trade for a Flaming Man and Sunrise, more so than I did try for Quem. To put this into context. So these over Quem. And it's difficult to point out to people that this card doesn't need to be in the game, because it doesn't. And it's difficult to point out I like the card because of the artwork, but that's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. Sometimes you like the card art more than you like the archetype. Or the lore, if you look at Branded or World Chalice, I think is the other big one. Or you might play decks for those reasons. I'll be playing Wing Kuriboh level 6 because opponent it's good in the strategy, like I briefly mentioned. It's got a funky little artwork, and I do think it's incredibly adorable. And might take the second place option for my favourite card. With my favourite still being JD. I'm a Lights On fan through and through. But yeah, that's the discussion on the Wing Kuriboh level 6. I hope you enjoyed, honestly. It's been a blast to try and talk to the camera about my opinion on the Wing Kuriboh level 6. And if you guys like this format, let me know. I'll do something else when other card releases come up for decks I play. Until then, cheerio!